Hello again, and welcome into this latest edition of the Charleston County Connects Podcast. And today we are talking EMS. We are joined by Nathaniel Bialek, Deputy Chief, Charleston County EMS. You guys have a really cool new program going on called the EMS Academy. First off, how did the idea come about?
So, historically, we've gotten a lot of people from outside of our area. I mean, a lot of our EMTs and our paramedics have come from other states and other places, and they come here. And as we were kind of going through and kind of looking at our different strategies, one of them was trying to get people from our area to bring them into our organization, into the county, into county service. And as we tried to brainstorm and kind of how to do that, one of the ways was to bring people who have never been involved in EMS and train them to be EMTs, and that's where it was born. It allows us to kind of grow people from here and people who are in our communities and living in our communities to come in and serve our communities.
Technically, how it works now, when you go onto the Charleston County employment page, there are openings for paramedics and EMTs.
Correct.
In order to apply for those, though, you do need to have set of qualifications already.
That's correct. You need to be already a South Carolina and or National Registry EMT or paramedic.
Okay. But the EMS Training Academy, no experience. So
no experience.
If you struggle to put on a Band-Aid, but you want to get into EMS, you can join up for this academy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So the initial class already started. When did that start?
Started February 24th was the first day of class.
Okay. And how long does this program run?
So the class is going to be 10 weeks. They started February 24th. They will wind up taking their final exam in mid-May.
Okay. Upon completion of that final exam, what is their certification then?
So they'll finish that. They will take one more certification exam, which would be the National Registry, and they'll be completely and thoroughly prepared for that. And then at that point, they will be South Carolina or emergency medical technicians.
Okay. So 10 weeks from the start, and then plus the exam, they'll be on a truck.
Approximately. Yeah, there's a couple other things that go into it, but yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what role would they have once they're on the truck? Because they won't technically, I guess, be a paramedic yet.
They will not be a paramedic, but they
Okay.
will be an emergency medical technician, which is a certification unto itself. EMS has multiple levels of certification, EMT being one, paramedic being another. Paramedic requires another year or so worth of training. But we do have EMTs working together in an ambulance on a basic life support unit.
Okay. What are some of the processes they'll go through in the training class? What are some of the things you'll teach them how to do?
So they'll learn, they go from learning or from knowing what the average citizen knows, which in some cases a lot, some cases is not a lot, to understanding medical legal concepts. They'll understand HIPAA. They will learn how to put on bandages and splint fractures and apply AEDs, use life-saving medications like epinephrine and airway devices like tubes that go into people's throats to try to help them breathe when they're having difficulty, masks that'll go on their face to put, and a lot of people will understand CPAP, right? The mask that a lot of people sleep with when they have snoring. So they'll be able to use masks like that for conditions. They'll understand how a heart attack works and what they can do for it and what we can do as a profession for it. So they'll come out with a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge, and probably one of the best things, they get to earn and learn. They get to earn a salary. They're employees of the county while they're going to school.
So once approved and joining the training academy, they're going to be paid by Charleston County.
That's
they're
correct.
going to be county employees,
That's
which
correct.
means benefits as well as being enrolled in the retirement system.
That is absolutely correct from day one.
Somebody with your experience and background, how important is it to kind of start growing a group of EMS talent to rise through the ranks?
This is an amazing program because it allows us to bring people in from our communities, allows us to show them what we do, and then allows them to join and continue into our leadership. This isn't an isolated program. This program is not just to just increase our staffing, and this program will allow us to grow local heroes into local leaders.
Very cool. And how many are enrolled in this first class?
Our current numbers are, we have 17 students.
Great.
And we are about 25% of the way through class.
Very cool. So once you guys complete this, the first 17, and they go on and get their certifications, when do you anticipate doing another class?
So, interesting enough, we were just talking about that. Possibly the end of the summer, maybe the beginning of the fall.
Okay.
September, October-ish. So between July and October, we'll probably be looking to start up another class.
Excellent. Who teaches the classes? Who are the instructors? Who are they learning from?
So I am actually the lead instructor.
Okay.
I'm the senior instructor, and then we have other staff members who from our training department and from our road staff, and we actually we are lucky that we have a large cadre of EMTs and paramedics that work on the road in the ambulances who also teach.
Okay.
So we bring them in and give them the benefit, give our students the benefit of their experience, and it helps them see different people at different times.
And I guess learning from people who are doing the job day in, day out kind of gives them some, real-time understanding of what's going on in the community as well as advances in medicine. Do you see that as well?
Absolutely. And what's great is, so during their training, they actually do a lot of ride-alongs. They spend a lot of time on the ambulance, interacting not only with our staff, but with our communities. And they get to really kind of bring it all brings it together for them. So it's part of the teaching technique of, you learn a little and you see it in action and you kind of get to do it. And you get to put those two together, and the students really take to that. They really enjoy that.
When you see the process firsthand, that's got to help with the real hands-on training and understanding what they're going to be going through.
Absolutely.
So while the current class is set and in motion, if somebody is looking to inquire about the next class when it's available, how do they get a hold of you guys? Email address, phone numbers, what do you want people to do?
So they can call EMS, and the number is 843-202-6700. And they will connect them with our recruitment and retention people, Chief Benton and Chief Fair, who are recruitment and retention supervisors.
Okay, and they can kind of give them the background on what's going on and move along from there.
Absolutely.
Okay. One final question for you, Nathaniel. Why don't ants get sick?
I don't know. Why don't ants get sick?
You work in EMS. I feel like you should know this. They have little antibodies.
That is true.
That is very true.
That is very true.
Very true. Well, I hope people stuck around for the end of that. I mean, it was riveting ending. Thank you very much for joining us. Charleston County Connects Podcast. We'll be with you every step of the way. And if you have any comments or you have topics that you would like us to tackle, please go ahead and leave it in the comments. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.